Leslie Marshall. Both are nationally syndicated radio talk show hosts and fans of Barack Obama. Leslie, being with you, have you noticed the growing secularism in the federal government? Have you noticed it?
Well, I'd have to say it's definitely a change from the former administration. But I, for one, being a liberal Democrat that voted for this Sky bill, I like it. I believe in separation of church and state. I know that our nation, although a majority of Christians, is comprised of various religions. And I, for one, as I believe the majority of voters did not elect Barack Obama for him to go to church, for him to pick a church, or for him to be religious, but for him to get this country back on track.
Let me get this straight, Leslie. You support the good people in Idaho. Every year they have a festival. God and country. It's like what's on the money, your money. Money that you get paid, Leslie, okay? And then the Air Force, you know, out of respect for the festival and the people in Idaho, they send a couple of planes over and everybody waves a flag and they all have a good time. But no, you can't do that under President Obama. No way you can do that. That's just dumb, Leslie. You know it's dumb. Come clean.
I don't think it's dumb, and I'll tell you why. When we have so many Americans out of work and losing their homes, although it's a great
like
festival.
The flyover has anything to do with Americans out of work. All right, Warren, I'm going to go to you for some sanity. It's dumb, Warren. It's dumb.
You know, Bill, you got me cracking up here, man, because you know that it's dumb that you're making this argument. That's what's dumb.
Oh, wait, Warren. You're telling me that you're supporting the ban of the flyover, too?
What I'm saying is this. I think this president is purposely taking the position that he's not going to be connected to any religion because he doesn't
want What religion is in Idaho at the festival, Warren? What religion is there? Tell me what religion.
It was a religion event, right? It was a religious event, right?
No, it wasn't a religious event. It's a God and country festival. That's what it is. It's not sponsored by any religion. God is on your money, Warren. You take it every week when you get paid. All right? You're not objecting to God on the money. You're taking the money, Warren. This is dumb.
Bill, you know what? This is the thing. This president is taking this position because, you know what? If he came out and said, oh, I'm a member of a Catholic church, then they would have said, oh, well, you're joining an institution that has pedophiles in it because of these priests. If he comes out and says he's a Muslim, then they're going to say, well, he's a Muslim.
Leslie's going into unemployment and you're going into Catholic pedophilia on this thing. You're both wrong. Everybody knows it, but let's go to global warming. I mean, it's just crazy. Look, just think. Just pull back for a second. Leslie, your strongest argument was something about unemployment, and Warren went into the Catholic pedophilia scandal. I mean, you lost the debate. You got to go to the issue. There's no reason on earth the Air Force can't fly over for the 43rd year in a row. That's insane. Global warming, Leslie. Now, I'm a big green guy. I don't know whether you know that, but I'm kind of the jolly green giant. I'm 6'4", all right? I want a clean place. I went to Switzerland last week to study their environmental policies. That's how green I am. But China and India, they're not going to green, okay? They're not going to cooperate. They're not going to do anything. So my question, Leslie, is how does that impact the global warming debate in the United States?
Well, I have said it before, and I'll say it again. I've been to India 4 times, and I guess you could say I lived there briefly, having been there over a month. You cannot compare the nation of India with the nation of the United States. We're not on the same playing field, especially when it comes to the environment.
Are we on the same planet, Leslie?
We're on the same planet.
Okay, good.
We
now we have common ground. So we're going to do everything we can, imposed by the federal government, cap and trade, and imposition. But India is not. So it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Global warming is still going to happen because 2 humongous nations are going to pollute the atmosphere, and they don't care.
I don't agree with that. I just think that India is...
Go ahead, Leslie.
Okay. I don't agree with that because India right now, with their auto rickshaws, is still using kerosene. I think that the 2010 limit for emissions or goal or deadline is not realistic for India. And I think for them to agree right now would not only be unrealistic, but would be lying.
Well,
it's not an attainable goal for that nation.
You know more about India than I do, but the bottom line is they're not going to cooperate, Warren. So the government's going to impose a whole bunch of stuff on Americans that's going to make it more expensive for us to do business here. Yet China and India, our competitors in the world, aren't going to do bupkis. And you say what?
I agree with you. I disagree with Leslie. I think that, look, this is smoke and mirrors, and honestly, China and India is growing rapidly, and we need to be proactive and not reactive to them. We need to put things in place, and if they're not coming to the table, then we shouldn't be paying for it as Americans. Look, we got to lead by example, but we need everybody.
So what do you want to do?
playing.
Boycott Chinese products and Indian products?
I would love to do that because I believe we're the United States of China right now. They own so much of us. I would love to make everything about America, me personally. But, you know, I have to play along with the country and the leadership in this country. But honestly,
no, you can dissent from the leadership. That's what we do here.
If they're not at the table here, you know, us paying all this extra tax, all this extra tax on us, that's not fair to Americans.
It isn't.
I mean, that's just being honest.
Okay. All right. Well, Warren and I have reached détente on global warming.
But you were wrong about
I want
church.
you two guys to go home, and I want you to think about the Air Force flyover and the poor folks in Idaho. They're looking at little kids. Where's the plane? Okay, and you can't do
I'll cry.
because we
I'll
have
keep
a
my violin in
secular
the case.
president. That's insane.
And Bill, he
insane.
belongs to a church. The president belongs to a church.
No, he doesn't belong to a specific church. He's searching.
Camp David.
He's
Camp David.
Camp David's not a church. It's a lodge, Warren.